If you want to know the secret to winning in the music industry, then stick around because this video is going to open your eyes to a completely new vision on the topic of winning whatever game. I'm going to talk about finite and infinite games, and what that has to do with the music industry is what this video is about. So stick around, and if you're new to this channel, my name is Philip from Pick Yourself. I've built this just to help you build a meaningful life based on your passion for electronic music. Make sure to subscribe because I'm gonna put out a lot more helpful content for you in the near future. Okay, so let's talk about games quickly. We often think of games as something that we need to win, and probably, as you've heard in the intro, a lot of people think, yeah, how can I become a winner in the global music industry of today? You're thinking about competition, you are thinking about how to win over fans, to build your following, to get traction for your releases. But the big question is, what type of game are you even playing, and is it a clever game to play? Now, in game theory, which is something very fascinating, there are so-called finite and infinite games. A finite game would be something like chess or football, for example. You have a clear game with defined players, with defined roles and defined rules also. And you play this game for one side to win and another side to lose. For there to be a winner, there has to be a loser on the other end. It's a zero-sum game. Now, very interestingly, there is also another type of games that we just don't think about. We're not aware of that. The second type of game is called infinite games. And this is the game that's much more rewarding, because in an infinite game, there are no winners and no losers. You just play the game with the goal of staying in the game for as long as you can. Probably forever, or at least until you die. So, playing an infinite game versus a finite game in the music industry would mean the finite player would focus on the next big thing. For example, focusing on becoming the next Beatport #1, focusing on getting signed by that one big label of your dreams. These are all finite games, because for you to be the #1, there has to be someone, the #2, someone else, the #3, and so on and so forth. There's only one winner, only one person that can take on the #1 spot in a given time frame. Now, an infinite game would be to simply keep producing music, putting it out, becoming better at your craft, building a fan base and providing meaningful, helpful things for your audience for as long as you can. So you just play this game, focusing on staying in the game and becoming better at it. Now, why is this so much more lucrative in the end? The finite players will lose momentum at some point, because it's frustrating if you still don't get to your goal of becoming a Beatport #1 or to get X many streams that you would get to. So the finite players typically give up at a certain point. And this is where patience kicks in, patience and the idea of playing the long game. If you are playing this infinite game of just staying in the game of music production, becoming better every single time, and not really worrying if you're the next Beatport #1 next week, not even worrying about this if it's gonna happen in 10 years from now. You just keep on playing and you focus on what you put in, the leading indicator. So how much time do you dedicate to music, how much resources do you allocate to that, and how you can better over time. This is the thing that is much more rewarding, and automatically, funnily enough, you are very likely to win a couple of the finite games as well, even if you don't focus on them. So let me know if you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions, and also if you have any other ideas for content that you want me to create. I'm always happy to answer those questions, and I just ran through a spider web. So that's the funny little side story here. Yeah, it's August, typical time for those spider webs to fly around. Okay, without any more rambling, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below what you think, and I will speak to you again soon.